Coronet, a division of Landcraft.
For better use of your leisure time, there's always our YouTube channel and Gumroad store.
You're already there. Stay a while.
Please tell me there's no helicopter in this movie.
Oh, there's not. Run, Landis. We're fine.
Good.
Time. Leisure time.
Looks like a good 10 minutes until leisure time to me.
Leisure time you really have. Some of us put our leisure time to good use.
Then internet porn
And some
happened.
of us, Ken Michaels, for example, spend most of our leisure time just moping.
Moping?
Crap, you heard me. Turn down the monitors.
Moping. Well, who wouldn't mope? There's nothing to do, nobody's around. You know how it is.
After the purge and all.
I went down to the bowling alley, went over to the drugstore. None of the gang was there. All my friends are busy, so what's for me to do?
I guess I could find another picture of my aunt in a canoe to hang on my wall.
Huh? Well, no, I don't have more time. We all spend about the same amount of time in school, and the rest is leisure time. I've got nothing to do but wait for supper. My friends have more things to do. They're lucky.
The sweatshop said my hands were too big.
Listen to that. All right, I'll bite. Why am I lucky?
Because you have so much leisure time.
You have the time to invite strange men into your bedroom. Be appreciative.
Enjoy. Time in which you don't have to work.
Like this, huh? Is that good?
Better than you can imagine.
Let me show you a few things.
Hey, he needs an adult.
Suppose you had lived 100 years ago.
How would you have prevented the Taiping Rebellion?
Take a look.
Where? Oh,
I'd be in the cholera
is
ward.
that me? Is that what I would have looked like 100 years ago?
Hey, keep it down, Future. I'm trying to sleep.
Well, perhaps. But now, well, let's look back 100 years again.
Keep going. You might need to hit the early Renaissance for this kid to shape up.
Hey, that's my dad.
He looks like James Franco on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays?
Yeah, Tuesday's Edgar Allan Poe cosplay day.
After you clean out the stable, you can build some new steps for the back porch. While I work 72 hours a week, no son of mine is going to loaf.
Wow, Ulysses S. Grant is a hard ass.
2 hours.
12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Tomorrow morning, young men, you're going out to get a regular job.
You can go into the
You
family
can work
business
too.
and count money
And
for
earn your
Mr.
keep.
Scrooge.
Not so good, Ken? Well, let's try another picture. Say about 50 years ago.
Now your dad is a riverboat
hello,
blackjack
Sam.
dealer.
Well, say, I've got the new pictures for the stereoscope. We'll look at them tonight. Don't forget about your chores. Have them all done by the time I'm through work.
And leave time for your mutton
Keep
chop
those
maintenance.
box full.
Boy, how long will you work, Dad?
Why, 10 hours. 10 hours a day, every day except Sunday.
Of course, 5 of those hours I'm just sending anonymous descriptions of my genitals over telegraph.
Well, Ken, let's take a look at your father's time as it really is today.
The three of them
Dad.
have been working on the
You
same
sure don't work as
TPS
long hours
report
as
for
they used
100
to.
years.
That's right, Ken. It's a wonderful thing to be able to do so much work in so little time. This 40-hour a week suits me fine.
I have time for a third family
Some
now.
people even work shorter hours nowadays. Oh, by the way, Ken, how'd you like to play a quick round of golf before supper?
It'll
Think
take
we
up
can
all
work
his
it in?
laying down, eating, and apple time.
And then later I'd like to shellac that new bookcase I'm making.
Then we can have some plain rice pudding. If
Yes.
you're good.
Dad does enjoy his leisure time.
This kid evolved from a woodchuck,
Think
didn't
that
he?
a few years ago, people didn't have nearly so much time to themselves.
Yes, we've gained a lot of leisure time in the last century or so. All of us.
Wait a minute. All of us? Mother should hear you say that.
I trust
always
this film to
complaining
be
that she doesn't
extremely
have enough
fair to the
time.
plight of women of the day.
Well, let's see
Let's
about
watch.
that. Can you picture your mother as she might have been 50 years ago?
I can, but I'm not
guess
old enough
so.
for those kinds of clubs.
Can't get this damn car to start.
My, that's hard work. It takes so much time, too. But that's woman's lot in life. Scrub clothes, carry water, bake bread, feed the chickens, till time to go to bed and then get up again to start all over.
Yep, I get why Dorothy wanted out.
You see, Ken? Now, how about today?
Your mother should get down on her knees and thank your father for allowing her to use modern conveniences.
My, this new washer certainly is a time saver.
Now
Well,
I
I
have
do
time to
need
plot the
some extra time.
subversion of
Let's
society.
see, I want to do some shopping, but this first.
Let's see, Mrs. Henderson still owes me for the
Wait a
vig.
minute.
Shame if anything happened to that new
This may
apron
be
of hers.
easier work, but it still looks like work.
Oh, well, I have to plan the program for the Women's Club next month. That's one of my favorite activities, you know. It does keep me busy, but, well, that's not work.
More of a turf war, really.
What do you think, Ken?
Well, Mother does have more leisure time now. But still, she's always busy. How does she find so many things to do?
Especially since she gave up on me 7 years
How can
ago.
I find something to do with my extra time? Or for that matter, what about you?
Don't question the narrator, son. I can make you see, hear, or
Seems as if
do
leisure time is a
anything.
problem.
Well, let's see how your friends have met that problem.
My friends? They're always wasting time with
I
girls.
told him
Oh,
once my
weirdos.
friends were all busy. Oh. Busy.
That's one of them
They
eupha-whatsuses,
have
right?
something to do with their time. Let's see. Last I saw of Dave, he was headed that-a-way.
Why do I
mean
have a
this
lake
way?
in my bedroom?
Yes, Dave has a hobby of identifying birds.
People show Dave birds from morning to night.
Spending his time, and besides, it helps him with some of his schoolwork.
Because he trains the
learn
birds
quite
to
a bit
tweet
from
test
Hoppy.
answers in Morse code.
Here's Bill. Some of his leisure time is spent doing part-time work at the bookstore.
Weeding the dangerous
Along
theories
with
out of
earning
the
some
science
spending
books.
money, he's getting experience that will help him later on. And Alice is devoting some of her leisure to learning to sew.
Because she's a female
That's something
acquaintance.
she'll be glad she did when she's older. And right now, she gets a big kick out of it.
Feel the rush.
Here's the way Marge spends some of her leisure time. She's learning to play the piano. She's getting a lot of pleasure from her own accomplishment.
Still, she
And
curses
she's
God for not
acquiring
granting her the
skill
talent
that
she
will
wasted
help
on
her
that petulant
socially.
child Mozart.
And some of the fellows spend their time in group activities.
Guys, stop messing around. The two in the
Building
middle
them
are
up
stuck.
physically,
Someone get
as
the
well
jaws
as
of life.
providing them with a lot of fun.
So that's what they're all doing.
Things that require skill and
wonder I couldn't
dexterity.
find them.
Screw that noise.
I'll bet you think I should figure out something to do with my time.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, you pervert?
Question is, how will I know it's the right kind of thing? How will I know I'm using my time well?
Probably by the number of cops that show up
Father mentioned
afterward.
a bookcase he was making, didn't he? Remember how he worked at it last night? Mr. Michaels, you gain 3 important things from your hobby, don't you?
First, it reminded you that you don't have any books.
All I know is this is a pleasant change from my work, and I'm learning a few things. Someday, when I get more time, I'm going to make new furniture for the whole house.
Anything to keep my hands from killing
Well,
again.
there you are. Do you see now, Ken?
I think so. A good use of leisure time should give you a change. It should help you learn things, and, well, I'm not sure about the third.
Sexual
It's a good
gratification,
idea to
of
have
course.
a long-range goal for your leisure time activities. But it isn't always easy to find a single occupation that will give you all 3 values.
Then you should have more than one activity?
I'm not sure I want a repressed guy who hangs pictures of handguns above his bed to have even one activity.
Moping. For instance, swimming is a pleasant change
Unless you're Aquaman.
and a chance to build yourself up physically. And what about reading?
There's plenty of that you can put a stop to with a
There's
well-placed
leisure time
fire.
activity that will help you learn things you'd like to know about many subjects.
Yeah, that's how reading
And
works.
this hobby could
It's
have a
Ken.
long-range
It's good
goal.
to start with the basics.
Perhaps a job in the air.
I get it. You know, I took some pictures once.
Never did go to that court date
Yeah, I
about
got a
that.
camera for Christmas. Now, let's see, what did I do with that camera? It's around here somewhere. I gotta straighten this place up.
He should spend his leisure time watching habit patterns.
Also available on Ronin Fox Tracks.
You know, photography ought to make a good hobby for me.
This is the prequel to Nightcrawler,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Might even want to make a business out of it someday.
I knew it!
Thanks.
Well, what about it? Will photography give Ken a change?
Or will it change Ken himself into something darker
Perhaps
than
prepare
before?
himself for better living? Will he have a long-range goal to give him satisfaction? And what might be some good uses for your leisure time?
Well, we aren't getting the
Will you
last
let
10 minutes
time
back.
slip away from you? Or will you use it well?
Find something to do, or omniscient narrators will never let you hear the end of it.
It's their petty revenge for not having physical forms.